Hello everyone, welcome to my music theory lesson. This is lesson 11.3, the 7 diminished 7 chord. In today's lesson we are going to learn how to properly resolve the 7 diminished 7 chord. The 7 diminished 7 chord is the diminished in minor keys or half diminished in major keys 7th chord with the root on scale degree 7. It is a dominant function chord. Tritones of an augmented fourth have to resolve outward to a sixth, which means that the bottom note steps down and the top note steps up. Diminished fifths have to resolve inward to a third, which means that the bottom note steps up and the top note steps down. When resolving the 7 half diminished 7th chord, write the 7 half diminished 7th chord in any way you want following spacing rules. Then resolve the tritone. Lastly, resolve the 7th of the chord a step down to scale degree 5 and fill in the remaining voice, avoiding parallel fifths or octaves and minimizing motion. In the example shown, the tritone, the F and B in the bass, and tenor voices resolves outward. The 7th in the alto voice resolves downward. When resolving a 7 diminished 7 chord, write the 7 diminished 7 chord in any way you want following spacing rules. Next, resolve both of the tritones. In the example shown, the tritone between the bass and tenor, G sharp D, resolves inward, and the tritone between the alto and soprano, B F, resolves inward. You need to learn how to properly resolve a 7 diminished 7 chord, and the best way is by practicing. Let's try it on the next slide. Write this progression in 4 voices using proper voice leading. Sample answer shown. Both of the tritones in the 7 diminished 4-2 chord resolve. The tritone between the bass and soprano resolves outward, and the tritone between the tenor and alto also resolves outward. Write this progression in 4 voices using proper voice leading. Sample answer shown. The tritone in the 7 half diminished 7th chord, B, F, resolves inward, and the 7th of the chord, A, resolves a step down to a G. Conclusion. In this lesson, we learned how to resolve tritones and how to resolve 7 half diminished and fully diminished 7th chords. For more practice, please download my music theory app. In the next lesson, we are going to talk about other 7th chords and how they are used in progressions. See you next time!